Justin Bieber just hit the emotional eject button on Instagram. And baby, it was not a soft landing. Hey there, I'm Raven with the glitter-stained scoop straight from pop culture's messiest corner. If you've ever needed a human version of a group chat meltdown, I got you. And right now, I'm reporting live from the Chaos Vortex, joined by my furry emotional support co-host, Seven. Yes, he's a dog. Yes, he's iconic. And yes, we both thrive on drama. Okay, picture this. You're folding laundry, reheating your sad leftovers, or doom-scrolling through dating apps with zero matches. Tough times, babe. Tough times. And then I pop in, like your chaotic cousin who brings wine and hot gossip. This channel, it's FaceTime energy, pajama realness, a front row seat to the celebrity circus. So smash that subscribe button like you're swiping on your ex's hotter best friend. Let's ride this scandal together. Now, Justin, baby, what is you doing? Last night, Bieber didn't just spiral. He launched himself straight into the emotional Bermuda Triangle. He went full digital diary mode, shirtless, soulful, spiraling, like he was auditioning for a black and white French heartbreak film. And it wasn't just event. It was an existential landslide, wrapped in a Valencia filter and a 1,000-yard stare. He posted a quote.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
Bled dry. That's not a caption, babe. That's a cry for help, with a sprinkle of poetic despair. And if you thought it stopped there, oh no, honey. He dove even deeper into the emotional abyss. Next up, Justin drops a full-blown truth bomb about ketamine. Yes, that ketamine. He's calling out parts of law enforcement for allegedly using it like a chemical straitjacket, especially in Black communities. He's not wrong. He's not subtle. He's serving activism with a side of emotional whiplash. Now fans are out here holding their breath, clutching their digital pearls, and refreshing his story feed like it's a hospital chart on life support. Is it burnout? Is it a breakdown? Or is it just the full moon doing cartwheels in Gemini? We don't know. But what we do know, Justin is bleeding online. And the world is watching like it's a front row seat to his personal reboot. One thing's for sure, the tea is hot. The vibes? Very weird. And Justin's not done talking.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
Now
Seriously,
here's where
the way
it gets
that Haley has been
delightfully
moving
unhinged. Justin Bieber is out here having deep chats with ChatGPT. Like full-blown philosophical heart-to-hearts with an AI. He asks, can ketamine control emotions? And the bot goes, yep. Boom. We are officially through the looking glass, babe, and honestly, I swear, I just saw that same ketamine storyline on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives last week. Now I'm spiraling. Then he hard pivots, drops this cryptic gem. We're trying so hard to turn life into a to-do list, but it's really about receiving love from God so we can pass it on. Justin's over hustle culture. He's entering his divine detour era. He's like, stop living like your calendar is a personality. God isn't LinkedIn. Then it gets real spiritual real fast. He says, God's love should make you want to work, not force it. Stop pretending you're everyone's life coach. Whew, shots fired at every grind set guru out there. So he unpacks how toxic productivity messes with your inner compass, makes you question your instincts, like you've been brainwashed into forgetting what you already knew. And then,
seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
He's always known, deep in his gut, that Jesus is the answer to the pain we're all carrying like emotional baggage fees. Then things get a little more personal. Bieber admits people keep pushing the narrative that if he just improves himself enough, he'll be good like them. But guess what? The more he self-optimizes, the more he obsesses over himself. And isn't that the opposite of what we're here to do? He says real healing starts when you stop trying so hard and start letting go. Just let it go, Elsa style. He even invites us to join him in the Great Surrender. Says the only real way to think about others is to stop spiraling inward. But wait, it's about to get even messier. Now, normally I'd be popping off in full dramatic volume, but I've got a sweet little co-host today, my emotional support dog, Stubborn, and he's got baby nerves. Loud noises? Not his vibe. So I'm whispering through the mess like it's ASMR for celebrity breakdowns. I'm still bringing the tea, just with a softer pour, okay? Now picture this. Bieber's unloading cryptic captions left and right. The kind of stuff that makes you tilt your head like a confused cat. Half the time, it's like reading the diary of a prophet on Red Bull. You want to understand, but your brain's buffering.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
I can whisper drama like it's scented candle gossip hour. But here's the kicker. If Justin keeps typing in riddles, I'm gonna need him to at the person he's subtweeting because the internet detectives are tired. We've got thumb cramps from decoding. Oh, and guess what? Right before this whole emotional IG spiral, he posted a photo of Haley. Yeah, that Haley. And now we're all left wondering, was this a meltdown, a message, or a midnight sermon? Let me spill a truth that's been simmering under the surface, babe. Justin didn't drop those posts by accident. Oh no, he knew exactly what strings he was pulling. The moment he hit upload, he invited the Whisper Parade. Is this about Haley? Selena? Scooter? The public did what the public always does, assigning faces to shadows. But I'm telling you, in my soul, I don't think any of those names are who he's really addressing. No, sugar. I think Justin's cry is aimed deeper, towards someone behind the velvet curtain. Someone who's pulling strings where cameras can't reach. A quiet puppeteer, maybe even someone cloaked in spiritual robes, smiling from church pews while holding control tighter than scripture.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving
online feels like a coded signal. A flare shot into the digital sky. Not randomness. No. These aren't messy thoughts. They're reflections of a stormy mind. A window into how he feels the world sees him now. And let me tell you, baby, people aren't whispering anymore. They're yelling. TikTok's screaming. Twitter's unraveling. He's lost his grip, they say. He needs a conservatorship. Some even say Haley should walk away. Which is wild considering half the internet can't stand her either. When even your haters say you deserve peace, that's a siren. But I get it. I do. I think he's bleeding emotionally, digitally detoxing one post at a time. Pulling out toxic roots, burning bridges that never held his weight. But the tragedy? Each message only digs the perception hole deeper. Each post makes him look more cracked, more undone, and more like the version of him the world fears is real. He's not
Seriously,
spiraling.
the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
The world only sees the spin. Let's be real for a second. Trying to decipher Justin's cryptic captions feels like decoding alien hieroglyphs with a broken decoder ring. Honestly, I'd have better luck translating whale song underwater with a sock in my mouth. Compared to him, Dora the Explorer is a damn scholar in 10 languages. Sweetheart, the riddles have got to stop. We're not in a Dan Brown novel. Say what you mean or don't say it at all. And that, my dear, is why I keep saying, just tag them. You've got a bone to pick? Name the bone, name the dog. Don't play peekaboo with the internet. This vague venting, it's tanking your credibility, love. You're not giving mysterious, you're giving mess. You're not dropping truth bombs, you're starting brush fires in your own backyard. Now, folks are starting to connect dots that you handed them. Did he? Haley? Martians? Who knows? Every clue you drop just builds a bigger guessing game. And here's the twist. You built the board. You scattered the pieces.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving
grinding into overtime on its own. You're the one loading the machine and pressing go. That's the trap, babe. You're not just in the headlines. You're handing the press the pen. Every lyric, every caption, every moody photo, the internet turns into Sherlock Holmes in seconds. They're not just watching, they're dissecting. Because when you're unclear, when you're cryptic, the story writes itself. And spoiler alert, it never ends well for the riddle teller. So if your truth isn't ready for daylight, then maybe it's time to log off and let the storm pass. Because when you feed the beast of speculation, don't act surprised when it starts biting back. Right now, Justin's giving major lost the plot energy. He's talking in riddles, dancing in circles, and baby, the audience is confused. Maybe it all adds up in his head. Maybe he's playing a game we don't have the rules for. But let's be honest, if your toes are already in the crazy pool, why not cannonball in and give us a full mermaid fantasy? You're already wet, sweetie. Might as well swim. But seriously, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from y'all. Now, bestie.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
What if he's not staying silent by choice? What if he literally can't speak? What if something or someone is holding his voice hostage? What if this all connects back to Diddy? Legally silenced, maybe? Threatened? Bound by contracts with invisible chains? Allegedly, of course, but the secrecy, the cryptic vibes, it's giving hush-hush with a side of fear. It's giving someone told him, don't say a word or else. And honestly, the more he speaks in puzzles, the more I start to believe this isn't just random. Is he afraid of fallout? Trying to protect himself or someone else? Or is it legal muzzling? Because when I'm betrayed, best believe I don't play Shakespeare with my emotions. I say the name, block the number, and move on. But Justin? He's been playing Morse Code Messenger for months. And the thing is, the more mysterious he gets, the more theories we spin. More gossip, more headlines, more confusion. And now, he's launching a new brand right in the middle of all this chaos. Timing is just bizarre. I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, y'all. I really have. But I'm starting to feel like I'm watching a soap opera where the main character keeps walking into danger holding a secret letter we're never allowed to read.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
Let's pivot to something way more fun. Your girl just survived her first music festival. Cue the glitter and confetti. First impression, it was magical, but terrifying. Not because of the crowds or the music, no. The bathroom situation, honey. I was shook. I avoided food like it was cursed. Okay, I lied. I had a salad. But that was it. I turned down pizza and beer like I was fasting for the gods. Still, those smells? Pure temptation on a stick. Anyway, that's my little festival tale, bestie. But let's get back to Justin in the next chat, because this tea is still piping, and the kettle is nowhere near empty. Okay, so picture this. A paradise of smells, garlic, butter, deep-fried dreams floating on the breeze. It was culinary heaven, but I made a vow. No way was I stepping foot into a porta throne of doom. I love me a good adventure, but not the kind that ends with balancing over blue mystery juice. And babe, let me paint the scene. It was a shimmering sea of 30,000 gays, glittering under the sun like confetti caught in a windstorm. And here's the thing. I need a moment of solitude when nature calls.
Seriously, the way that Haley has
not
been moving
about that
lately.
urinal
Seriously, the way
life.
that Haley has been moving lately.
I need 4 walls, a roof, and silence. It's not about modesty. I've got nothing to hide, darling. It's about peace. I need space to breathe, to zen out, to recenter my chakra. And the bathrooms? Oh, the conversations echoing through that space like a drag queen's laugh down a marble hallway. It was a lot. But despite the bathroom panic, I made friendship bracelets and actual friends. I found this unexpected little oasis of kindness. For once, I didn't feel like I had to armor up to exist. No stares, no side eyes, just love. Actual love. People were holding doors, saying thank you and excuse me like we were in some sort of utopian musical. I felt safe. I felt seen. And I'll carry that feeling with me for a long time. There was this vibe in the air, electric and gentle at the same time. Compliments floated like bubbles. The crowd? A collective hug wrapped in sequins. I was overwhelmed in the best way. And to everyone who made it magical,
that Haley has been moving lately.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. From the bottom of my glitter-soaked heart. Okay, shifting gears just a little. And don't worry, bestie, I'm saving the really spicy tea for the podcast. But can we talk about the emotional maze of being single in a crowd of lovers? Like, I'm not single, married and thriving, but watching it all unfold around me, whew. I saw these two guys go from casual eye contact to full-on fairy tale makeout under the disco lights. It was like a Nicholas Sparks novel, but with tank tops and better lighting. And by the end of the night, everyone was slow dancing like it was prom night in paradise. Not everyone, but let's just say the air was thick with chemistry, and Troye Sivan's lyrics were not helping. And there he was, Troye himself, on stage glowing like an angel of lust and liberation, singing songs that made the entire crowd sway like they were under a spell. It was euphoric. The music, the lights, the energy, it was everything. Just everything. So yeah, that was the night, best friend. A little wild, a little weird, and absolutely unforgettable.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
Sivan, center stage, glittering like a disco angel, grinding on dancers like it's a choreographed fever dream, and the whole crowd? A light cheering, swaying, spinning, grinding like it's the last night on Earth. Me? I was just standing there, praying to Beyoncé herself for the show to wrap up because, baby, my feet were screaming. I had these gorgeous shoes on, total showstoppers, but they were clearly designed for sitting pretty, not for surviving an entire day upright in a field of chaos. Then, out of nowhere, comes this man, a solo missile of thirst, who decides to wedge himself between a couple already lip-locked in their own little music video moment. Like, sir, we're at a concert, not constructing a love triangle sandwich. And while we're on the subject, the only sandwich I was thinking about was a 6-inch veggie delight with extra pickles, not whatever this dance floor drama was serving. I tried to focus on Troye. Really, I did. But all I could see was this couple dodging this random guy like it was dodgeball at a queer summer camp. One of the boyfriends finally scooped the other up bridal style.
Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately. Seriously, the way that Haley has been moving lately.
Not today. But apparently, I was next on this man's unsolicited dance menu because suddenly he's swerving toward me with the same lost look you'd see on a toddler in a supermarket aisle. I turned to him and said, as politely as possible, "Sir, this tree ain't yours to climb, darlin'. Keep it movin'." Now, don't get me wrong. My husband and I, we're cool. We love a good boogie with strangers. No rules, just rhythm. But this guy, he was giving lost puppy with a GPS signal from the 90s. I mean, bless him. He was just out here grinding on anything that exhaled. He didn't care if it blinked or danced back. And, honey, the scent? Whew! That man smelled like an enchanted bakery. It was patchouli, cinnamon, vanilla, a little bit of maple syrup, and maybe a hint of regret. He was basically a walking stack of pancakes at a spa. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to dunk him in coffee and call it breakfast. Like, sir, please, back away from my hips, but leave your scent in the breeze. So, yeah, chaos, confusion, carbs, the full festival experience. The only redeeming quality about that man, he smelled divine.
Seriously,
like
the way that Haley has been moving lately.
Seriously,
the way that Haley has been moving lately.
But let's talk etiquette, darlin'. You walk up smelling like heaven, looking like an Instagram filter come to life, and you don't even introduce yourself? No, hi, I'm Jake. No, hello, may I respectfully grind on you, good sir? Nothing? We've skipped straight to chapter 5 of the romance novel with no title page in sight. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned manners, huh? I mean, the only grind I'm interested in is a fresh snowfall of Parmesan over a steaming bowl of linguine. Preferably at Olive Garden, while my waiter whispers, "Tell me when." That's the only grinding that has my full consent. Period. Anyway, bestie, being single in this wild, post-filtered, post-courtesy era? Whew. It's like swimming through a sea of people who all skipped the How to Be Human manual. Especially at festivals. Child, I don't know if someone's about to offer a compliment or hand me a pill wrapped in tinfoil. And yes, I was offered. And yes, I said, "No thank you, sweetheart. My brain is weird enough naturally." But that's a story for another day. Right now, this camera angle is giving me Michelin Man energy, and not in a sexy, body-positive way.
Seriously,
More
the way
like
that Haley has been moving
double
lately.
chin,
Seriously, the way
triple
that Haley has
threat.
been moving lately.
And I simply don't have the lighting to defend myself. Still, I just want to say thank you. Truly, you all light up my life like the sparkle filter on a good skin day. If this felt like a cozy little FaceTime with your unfiltered internet BFF, then do the thing. Click subscribe, send love, and keep showing up. Until next time, my beautiful disasters, stay hydrated, stay kind, and for the love of pasta, ask before you grind.